Hello and welcome to the Mike Armstrong Podcast Show. This afternoon or this evening, I'm joined by Dave Browne, who's a record breaker and a musician, and he's going to tell you a little bit about his Irish story now in a minute. And we met on the Outstanding Network because Dave's a association of Pat Slattery. And I got to know a little bit about what Dave Browne does, and I thought I'd invite him on my podcast. So welcome to the podcast, Dave. How are you doing today? You okay?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I'm all good. The sun is shining here. I'm in Las Vegas. It's I think it's going to hit 95 or 96 today. So okay. Yes, we're getting everything done now. Yeah, it's all good. I just got news this morning that I think we are hopefully going back. We start back working next week.
Okay, good. So
yeah,
that leads me on to a question then. At the moment, we'll move on to your movie and your record and all of that. But how has lockdown been for you?
It hasn't been too bad in Vegas because there was no real restrictions as such. Obviously shops closed and everything closed, and and then we ran out of water and toilet roll for some reason. But it hasn't been that bad. The pools closed, all the kids stuff and all that. But no, it wasn't. It wasn't as bad as everyone else had. The sun has been shining, and it's been much better. Like even it opened up phase one here. You could always get takeaway. Always get takeaway here. Do you know what I mean? Americans love their food. Love their food, and they love their fast food. And now they even love it more that you don't even have to talk to the driver. He just comes, goes, takes a photograph and says, "I'm gone, your food is outside." So yeah, I've friends in Barcelona and in Italy, and they've had it really bad,
Yes,
so
I've got a friend in Spain as well. They were really locked down tight for a while.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine that's locked. When you hear this, I have a guy I do work for in Kuala Lumpur, but he was stuck in Singapore. And he's been there for 15 weeks, right? And all the bars have been closed.
Oh, God.
Singapore, it's like they're so strict on everything. So I said, how you do? He says, I'm going to kill something on myself very quick.
Yes.
15 weeks, no bar, no nothing. And he's Irish English, so he likes his drinking,
Yes, definitely. Onto the drinking side of things. I'm obviously Welsh, but my nan was from Dublin, and I blame her for my drinking. But I'm actually on a 70.
Welsh are quite good at it, man. You know what I mean? I've been in a couple of sessions with Welshies.
Yes,
and all that. I've been there.
But, I'm on a 75-day challenge at the moment, which is exercise and diet and drink water and all that. But
the
big challenge is no drinking for 75 days. So
after 75 days, you're going to commit murder.
Yeah, maybe. It's the longest I've ever gone by far, without a drink. But
man, I did my first world record, which is really mad because it's the anniversary of the finishes today. It's all over YouTube, where I played for 114 hours straight. And the way everyone says, how did you train for that? And I said, I trained for it. I stopped drinking.
Yeah.
I stopped drinking for 9 weeks. And and it was like really weird. I was like, I got my sight back again. I got everything. I could hear stuff. It was like, this is the real fucking world. But this is great. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah.
It's especially. I mean, what it's like American, especially. We're Vegas, so it's like a little island. So. But West Coasters, and they love their fruit juices and kale and stuff made out of grass, and you're going like, and they go, oh no, I'll just have one drink. How can you have one drink?
That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
What leads to two? It's in the logical order. One leads to two. That's what happens.
Yeah. This is what I said to you once. All you want to do is go out, drink, laugh, and tell stories. And
what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? Do you know what I mean? Like, wow.
For people on my YouTube channel who may not know you, Dave, and for my listeners, etc., if they've not come across you, especially some of my Welsh audience, tell us a little bit about your background and then a little bit about what's going on for you right now in the world.
Okay, well, I'm from Dublin City. I was born there. I left 6 years ago to come to Vegas. just before that, I did in 9 years ago, I did my first world record where I played for 114 hours straight. I still have that record today. As I said, the anniversary is this morning. It's all over YouTube and my Facebook page and the Black Donnelly's Facebook page. So we did that, and then we got offered the gig out here. The people in Vegas see me play, asked me to come out to open the bar. I came out. I loved the place. I'd done a week in it, and they offered me. They said, "Would you come out again?" So I came back a few times, and then I said to the other guy there, I'm with Dave Browne, I said, "Right, let's go out here." And we put it to them that they want us to come out here, so we became the house band, and now we're a headliner on the Strip. We have been for the last 6 years. So, but the deal was when I came out that we do another world record, and that was the world's longest gig, which we played for over 13 days straight.
Okay.
So basically, the reason why I did the world records, it was the first world record was when the recession hit, so there was nobody recording or touring or that, so there was nothing there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what after that? Then I I lost you there. So after that, then what happened there? After that, then I the publicity was brilliant, and then I did one here, so the publicity worked out well. And we just rocked it out, done Vegas, and then I played here. I got married. My wife is actually her mum is Welsh and she's English, so there you go. So it's all in the family. Got married here, had a little baby. I've got twins on the way in 6 weeks' time, and we 3 years ago we went out and we did another world record, which was 60 shows in 50 states. In 40 days. The record was 50 shows, 50 states in 50 days. So we did it, made a movie about it, and that movie is released today on Amazon Prime, and it's free to Amazon Prime subscribers, but it goes out to 160 million houses today.
Okay, so that's a biggie. That's a big game changer.
It's a game changer. Yeah, it took so long to do it. Like the gig was one thing, and the tour is one thing, and all the stuff that goes on with touring, especially if you're in a band. And we did like all the different venues, and flying in, flying out, and we done 5 gigs in 4 states in one day, and that was amazing. And putting it together was amazing, and trying to make it happen. And all the shit that went wrong, honestly, is like there was so much went wrong. You know what I mean? We arrived to a pub in Boston, and it was on fire. Our van got towed away out in New York. We got stopped by the cops a few times because we got out of state reg plates. We got our sponsors pulled out at the last minute, so we had no money. We ran out of money after 2 weeks. Our driver broke his toe on the first day. It's all in the movie, but I needed more. That's not in the movie. It was chaotic, but it was brilliant, and we highlighted the idea of immigration over here, and the Irish and Scottish and English and Mexicans, and how they've come to America. So that was amazing. But then afterwards, like after we had filmed it, we've done ran out of money and all that sort of stuff, we had to make the movie then, because it has to be edited and all that. So we had to find more money for that. We got to go and do that. We hustled and got it. And then we found out one of the people that was involved with us was trying to actually rob us of our money. And that's what it was. We found that out, but we were quick enough for that, you know. So there was a whole delay of so much, and it was just, oh, come on, can we get this fucking thing out, man? It's killing, you know what I mean? So, but we got it anyway, and it came out on Paddy's Day, and what happened on Paddy's Day? The world closed down.
Yes.
So we all our tours, our 2 sponsors that we had for our touring for around America obviously pulled out. One that went bang. And then we had no radio, no television, nothing. All went with the movie that we put so much into. It came out. That's with this thing. So we just keep hustling. I done with Pat and everybody. We're doing podcasts. We're doing anything we can get our hands on to publicize it. And it was just it was like if you were to put it in front of you and you go like, no, I'm not doing that. Do you know what I mean? But when you're doing something and you just keep knocking down the hurdles, and you just move on, you know, because it's, you know yourself, you invent anything, nothing's easy, you know. And one of the good things about America is they'll ask you and they'll get behind you on what you're doing, Where I find in Ireland, which is, before you've asked the question, they'll say no. They'll say, "What's your question?" Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's tough, you know, especially when you're inventing something that they don't know about, you know. But here's being good for that, and they get behind you, the enthusiasm and the vibe with American people, and especially the Irish thing is so big over here still. I didn't think it was, but going around all 50 states, I educated myself so much, watching so many, you know, we've got so many Irish, so many Scottish, so many English, but the Irish thing is so still in the blood of this country. Do you know what I mean? It's
everyone,
there, you know.
Everyone claims to originate from Ireland somewhere.
Oh, the world does, yeah, exactly. The world, it's for like, they reckon there's something like 85 million passport holders, Irish passport holders. Like, our country has just over 4 million in it. You know, they all came back to think it's sick.
Yeah, but they weren't Catholics, a lot of them.
yeah, that's exactly it. That's how it works.
Yeah,
that's the rule, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So obviously, being able to go touring for the movie has stopped, but that's helped you, I guess, with the online stuff and the movie.
Oh, we got stuck into that. We got stuck into doing the online, the live shows. We got stuck into the online interviews, and it's been really. We started our own little Rooney Tunes, our own little TV station on Facebook, and that we've sold some advertising for that, which has worked really well. So you know yourself, the same again. The hurdle comes up, you just break it down. You cannot, you know, it's just, this is what you do. You know, you find out. There's always, like, they reckon, man that owns Amazon has made more money in the last 13 weeks than he's ever made.
Yeah,
someone said to me the other day. Goes, yeah, they reckon he could pay off everyone's mortgage in America and pay off everybody's student loan and still have a couple of million left for himself. But I suppose if he done that here, they'd call him a communist, wouldn't they?
But you mentioned obviously the American attitudes. It is a can-do attitude, isn't it? It's just yes, like I think the Irish attitude is one of being able to overcome things, negotiate the way through stuff, wheel and deal, get by, like, you know.
Yeah, we're more nuts and bolts in that way. Do you know what I mean? We'll get, the worst thing you can probably say to an Irishman is like, "Oh no, you can't do that." Well, then he'll do it. You know what I mean? It's for him to say, "No, I can't do that," and that's a different word. But it's much more like that. Now, there's a lot of lunatics as well, as you know. You know, you get halfway down the road going like, "This guy is a complete liar." Do you know what I mean? Or else he's not a liar. He just believes he is. Like, these people wouldn't fail a lie detector test because they think that, like, you know, Donald Trump. Do you know what I mean? It's like we've met a lot of them.
They've sold themselves the American dream.
yeah, you know, so there's a lot of that, you know, and but in a country of 358 million, I'm gonna find a few loonies, you know.
Yeah.
So it's
they love something bigger and better as well, don't they? The Americans love bigger and better. So the 60 and 50 and 40 work for them, I would have thought.
Oh, they loved it, man. They loved it, and it's like only 5% of Americans have seen all 50 states.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So that was another huge thing, you know. It's for me, it was a massive education, and it was great to do, and it was great to play my style of music and the way we play to different, like, from audience from, like, you know, you've got Chicago, New York, Boston, San Francisco, and you got all that, and they're all big cities. But you go to Huntington, West Virginia, you go to Clinton, Wisconsin, you go to Des Moines, Iowa, and all these small towns, and like they always have a straggling some sort of Irish person in there, and they've got but they wouldn't really know the music, you know. And then when you play the music, it kills them, because it's Irish music and Irish traditional music. If you want to go down, it's the most traveled traditional music in the world, you know, because it's only, I mean, that's where bluegrass came from. Bluegrass is just another generation, and it's very simple. It's just timing, where we would have like but they just changed it down, and it turned it into it more bluegrassy, and it's like it's only 2 notes out. Do you know what I mean? So they brought, it's very, very similar, and there's so many old bluegrass and Americana songs that have come from the Celtic, from the Appalachian stuff, and where we came in on the boats and brought our songs and stories and fiddle tunes, you know. So yeah, for me it was a great education, and it was brilliant to experience all that, you know. And as I said, that the movie is called An Irish Story, This Is My Home. And when you watch it, I encourage everyone. It's very funny. It's a great way to watch America safely from your own couch, especially at the moment because they're burning the fucking place down. From your own couch, and you can see it, and it's the inner spectrum of America that people don't see. Like I purposely didn't go to the Golden Gate Bridge, to the Statue of Liberty. Well, we went to the Statue of Liberty because it was Ellis Island, was amazing. But we didn't go to all the other landmarks that people would know. We went into actual mid-America, working class and working America, which is amazing. They're just like us, same people, you know what I mean? Just want to get drunk, you know, do a good work, get paid and go back, because they all want to work, you know, and have their condos, have their holiday homes, and because if you work here, you can have that, you know. The system allows you, the more money you make, the better, you know, stuff you can have. You can have a bigger house, you can have a better car, you can have your holiday home. Like everyone has two homes, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like I'm not talking, but the majority of all the working, high working, they call them upper middle class here, you know.
Yeah.
So they all have it, you know.
Brilliant. And so I think I seen on your social media you've had some awards as well for the film.
Yes, we got the Beloit Film Festival, where I met the richest woman in America. Lovely woman, actually. She would be lovely. She's worth over 6 or 7 billion, so of course she's lovely. We played at the Beloit Film Festival, and the film won the People's Choice Award, which was brilliant for us because it's obviously independent. We brought it out. And then last week we got the Legends Award for another film festival that we're doing in September. And it's the people who have won that have been, I think Sean Connery's got it, Gary Busey's got it, and Randy Travis has got it, and us. So,
yes, well, that's good. Yeah. Good company.
Yeah, it's quite good. I think we've at this one, Randy Travis and Gary Busey will be there. So, and one of the guys that was in America, the band, I think they want to do some session with us and play with us. So yeah, it's been good, but it's been a slog. Do you know what I mean? But the thing is, as I said, we've worked it and we've got some stuff over. We've been you know, lucky enough that way. We've made our own luck, to be honest. You know.
Have you got another record in sight that you're looking to do at some point?
I believe it or not, I was going to do it. It was I did a deal and everything with the pub in Lake Havasu, and it was the world's longest guitar solo. And the longest guitar solo was like I think it was 14 hours. So I was gonna do it for 24 hours. So, and I had it all positioned. I've done the deal with them, and I've another huge one that I started to put together. But all this had to happen, and now is after putting everything back, you know. But yeah, I love them. You know what I mean? It's such a great challenge to do, you know, and it's the vibe when everyone gets behind them is just incredible. You know, it's a really, you know, everyone that's been involved with it. And the thing with a world record, if you've been involved with it, you send $45 off the Guinness, and they send you your own certificate to say you were involved in it. You know, so it's nice capitalism there. Do you know what I mean? But that's.
Do they send you any Guinness?
What?
Do they send you any Guinness?
No, they don't. They bought it off Guinness. So the Guinness family have nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? Everyone says that. So no, I didn't get any free Guinness. I got free wine. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
We drank a lot of. We were on the tour, and we got sponsored by a wine, the Folktail Winery in Carmel. I don't know if you've ever been to Carmel, but it's an amazing. Basically, if you have $1 million in Carmel, you're homeless, right? That's the money in this place. But there's a friend of mine, an Irish guy, that works for this. He's part of this massive winery, and Folktail Winery. So they sponsored the movie and the tour. They were brilliant people, and it was So they gave us 48 crates of wine to bring around the country so people could sample it.
Yeah.
Nobody sampled it. Nobody sampled it.
He was
No.
very bad at promoting it.
I was terribly
sampled it.
Well, what we did was we did a gig, and we do every night. We'd stop and do a gig, an online gig with the hotel wine, and we tell everybody the story, and it's like, So it was great. They were very happy with it. They're great, and it's the same thing. I always had this rule at home: I wouldn't do business, and I wouldn't do deals in a pub with anybody, because it's, Ireland and what it's like. It's like everyone's just, you know what I mean. The two biggest deals I've done here were at the bar in Reram. Honestly, God, we done a deal with UFC. We wrote the song for Conor McGregor for the Nate Diaz fight. So we done that deal standing at the bar in Reram. We got to know the guy. He came to see us, and I said to Dave, "This isn't going to happen." 2 days later, we were down, done the video, signed off the rights to it, and the check arrived. And I said, I have never seen that happen in my life. The next time we were looking for the sponsorship for the movie, I was standing on the other side of that bar with the guy who owns Folktail Winery. And I said to him, "Well, we need this." He goes, "Well, what have you got?" I explained it to him in 15 seconds. He goes, "I'll do it." I said,
yeah.
And all against everything I thought, you know what I mean? No, I'm not doing it in a bar. We're not doing it late night. It has to be lunchtime. It's like, you know what? There's no more rules.
Sometimes the universe just has a plan for you. I think sometimes it just lets it happen, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just weird. It's like, now I've been through over 100 people to try and sponsor us. You know what I mean? And I've done all the stuff, and it's all like, but that's the good side of the story. Yeah, just mad stuff. Then like with making the movie. And we met so many people. Like we met like Jeremy Holm, who was an actor in The Wire, Jeremy McComb, who was a brilliant singer-songwriter from Nashville, and he was the first guy to release Wagon Wheel. We put Wagon Wheel in the movie. Everything else is original, but the director, who was from the West Coast, never heard the song, didn't know anything about it, and he says we had to put it in. So we had to pay Bob Dylan $1,000 so we could use the song for the movie. So, which was, I always use that as a joke. I said, yeah, because Bob really needed $1,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in fairness, he was good. His company were great, because they should have been 10,000, because it's an opening line in it. It should have been, and he said, no, we just do it for $1,000. So I am probably the only musician legally allowed to play Wagon Wheel.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Due to Zoom restrictions on time, I don't want to get cut off at any point. So I think we got a few minutes in. So just remind people how they can engage with the film and with the band in general.
Okay, well, simply it's called the Black Donnelly's Dublin. You can get us on Facebook, but the movie is called An Irish Story, This Is My Home, and it's available now on anyone has Amazon Prime. It's free to you today. You can get on Amazon Prime, just put in An Irish Story, This Is My Home. It's also available on iTunes and Apple TV and Cox and Vudu and Vimeo and all that, but Amazon Prime is the big one. Honest to God, get yourself some drink, sit down and watch it. You will not be disappointed with it. And anyone that watches it, please do me a favor, leave a comment, you can leave a review, and on your own Facebook page, just say, if you didn't like it, I'm cool. Just say what you didn't like or what you liked about it, but put a review up. We need as many eyes on this as possible now, So we're called the Black Donnelly's Dublin, and the movie's called An Irish Story, This Is My Home.
Brilliant. And also people can engage with you on a Sunday. You do live gig on a Sunday. Tell people how they can get involved in that.
We're doing a live gig this Saturday afternoon on the Facebook page, and we're bringing our horn section in. The horn section we use it's great being in Vegas, because the people you get. We have the guy that plays sax on the show here in Opium, and he's also plays with Donnie and Marie and Steely Dan. And the trumpet player is a trumpet player with Boys to Men, and our the MD for them is a guy called Al Cates, big Al Cates. He's 6'5" and 350 pounds, and he's played with all the bands around here. So we get on great with them. They love the music, so they want to come in. So we're doing a live stream this Saturday afternoon at 1:00 Vegas time.
Okay, brilliant. So. That's pretty much it then, really. Thanks very much for coming on to my YouTube channel, my podcast.
Listen, it's great, and thanks for having me on it, because everything here is just, as I said to you, we're reinventing the wheel here. That's exactly what we're all doing, you know. So it's just use your head to a different way, and we'll all get through this. And there's money to be made out there for everybody, and there's a piece of everything, you know. But definitely, as I said, the movie is This Is My Home, an Irish story. This is my home. The Black Donnelly's Dublin on Facebook, and chime into us, join us, and keep having the crack. That's
right.
basically
Nice
it.
Enjoy the rest of the sunshine in your day in Vegas, and thanks for coming on. And I'll catch up with you sometime again in the future.
Please stay in touch, and we'll do the same on our show. We get you on to talk about what you're doing.
Brilliant. All right then. Thanks for that, Dave. All the best.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.
God bless,
Bye.
man. God bless.
Bye.
Bye.